This is going to be not a traditional presidential address. It'll be a little unpresidential. No, I'm just kidding. Isn't it great? Hasn't it been a great weekend? We're in the week, during the great week. And what I love about it is that you're getting to see the heart of what Fellowship of Christian Farmers is. This is what we love, and this is what we do. You saw the enthusiasm that Jeff and Mike and Bill are giving us, and it's right there. You've heard the term conventional farming, conventional farmers. I was just thinking as I was walking down the hall that we're unconventional farmers. We're not maybe your normal, I don't want to say greedy, but looking for all the dollars you can get, and getting the highest prices. That's our main goal. Our goal is to serve God where He puts us, introduce others to Jesus Christ, give them that opportunity to know Him, and they put Him into their lives. And that's it. That's what's going to count. And I loved Scott's concert, Scott and Lorianne, and it was just, and they're kind of unconventional too, it's just fits right in with us. And I love that song about running to heaven with his dad. So anyway, I'm going to keep my comments really short here. We're going to look for, we've got Pastor Alex with us and his wife Rhodey and one daughter, Reza. And we want to hear what they're doing, what's going on in Romania. They've, Alex and Rhodey grew up in Romania under communist rule when they were kids. Ceausescu was a dictator, and they can tell you stories that are real. They lived it. In fact, I think Alex told me one time that he did not actually eat a banana until he was 15 years old. That was the first opportunity he had for a banana. And when they got butter, it was just one little stick for a month for the family and things like that. That just, we can't really relate to that very well. But when somebody like him tells it, we can. And anyway, he was, his dream as a young child was to be the next Billy Graham of Romania. That was he told me he was going to be a preacher, and he was going to be the Billy Graham of Romania. And that came about through a lot of different things in their life, and some even the stories about how his dad and mom were Christians. They loved the Lord, but they would have a group meet. Their church would meet out in the woods, say, and they would have a special code. Somebody would call and give I don't know, he can tell you what the code was, but that would tell them where to meet, what night it was going to be, what time and where, and that's how they would communicate and get together. But anyway, it's really great to get to know him and to be a part of the ministry that's gotten going there. We have Tom and Crystal here too from New York, who are a big part. It all started with Clark and Sue, who are longtime Fellowship of Christian Farmer folks, and we went on a mission trip to Romania, and that's where we got the first connections. And they couldn't be here this week because of some physical conditions that they're dealing with, and we hope them the best and hope they can be with us another time. But I'm going to have Pastor Alex come up, and he's got some a couple of videos that he wants to show quickly. We want you to see what's going on there, and he can answer some questions and tell you a little bit about how God has brought things together in his life.
So he changed everything of what we thought we will do, so I have to... I told Steve that since he knows me, he became the president of... It's so good to be here with you. Thank you for the warm welcoming. And Americans used to come to Romania and say, no, we feel among brothers and sisters, and here it's like Christian family. And I thought it's just diplomacy. But then I come to know that it's exactly true. You go in a country where you don't know anyone, and they receive you like an old brother and friend in Christ. Their house, it's your house. Their car, it's your car. You eat at their table. Nowhere in this world, in any other religion, such a thing happen. So, if you come to Romania, and if you need a place to stay, if you need a car to run, call me, I will pray for you. So, I will be very short. I know as a preacher to go long and I know to do that. So, we live in Romania, right here in Oradea. That's the west side of Romania. My best friend in the school, in the training, in seminary, it's an Ukrainian from this city, which they say Chernovtsi, we say Chernovic. This was a former Romanian territory, but the Russians took it from us, also Moldova. So here, you go and it's like in Romania. They speak Romanian, they have Romanian churches. Actually, Rodi and me, we teach a seminary class there each year. It's like in Romania. Of course, they have a few Russian words there, but they are Romanians. Many Romanian churches, many Romanian churches. Most of the people are Romanian. So when the crisis hit, here is the border. This city, full of Romanians, became the gate for tons and tons and tons of help. Even before the government made a green corridor, the Christians had it. They bribed the Ukrainians because they like to be bribed. And the trucks went through with a lot of help. So, because my best friend from school is the president of the Romanian churches there, I have friends which are presidents, I can be friends with your president from White House, just because they have different convictions, but... Yeah. So, what we did, we tried to help. And here is some of the things we have done.
Așa arată situația în Harkov.
These are my friends in their trip with resources from here.
Astea sunt găurile de la bombe. Și acolo niște oameni fac curățenie. Și aici, uitați-vă cum arată o clădire care a fost bombată. Scaunele erau îndormitoare. așa arată situația în Harkov.
That's another thing. Just let me tell you that these guys, which are my very good friends, some of the former
Dăm
students,
alimente la...
do this from 2014.
Am împărțit la
So they grew the roads, the patterns, so they just changed the level of their involvement when they were
pachete ajung la toți. Mulțumim la toți frații, surorile care au ajutat această lucrare. Fiți binecuvântați de Domnul.
They shared the gospel, singing and preaching.
Dumnezeu și
Each visit and also the gospel message.
Bună, suntem în 15 iulie la Cernăuți.
Hello, we are in the 15th of July in Chernovtsi.
Împreună cu fratele Ștefan, care acum a sosit de la Suceava cu microbuzul cu alimente.
With brother Stefan that just arrived from Suceava with these groceries.
Vrem să mulțumim fratelui Alex din Oradea.
We thank brother Alex from Oradea.
Vrem să mulțumim de asemenea fratelui Steve, împreună cu cei de la organizația Hope Builders.
And also thank brother Steve and also those together from the organization Hope Builders.
Aceste alimente sunt o binecuvântare pentru refugiații din zona noastră.
These groceries are a blessing for the refugees from our areas.
Frații de aici de la depozit vor face pachete alimentare
We'll make here bags with groceries
care vor fi distribuite la refugiați.
and they will be sent out to the people.
Vă mulțumim că sunteți alături de noi
We thank you because you are with us.
și avem nevoie să rămâneți în continuare alături de noi.
And we will need for you to be close to us in the future.
Dumnezeu să vă binecuvânteze pe toți.
May God bless you all.
Pe fratele Ștefan care a condus.
And brother Stefan, who is the driver.
The guy who did the talk is my friend from school. And now, just one more word and the short video. That's my friend, and he was contacted by authorities in Kiev at the end of February that they have a window of a few hours to take out from 2 orphanages near Kiev 73 kids. So the authorities asked the pastors and the Christian ministries to help because they knew they can trust us, you know, and they knew that we will take care of their kids. So my friend asked, can you take in your camp 73 orphans? And my father was an orphan, so he taught us all through the life to take care of orphans. Then I know that God is the father of the orphans. My wife loves to help people, that's what she is. So without not thinking, even not thinking how we'll do it, we just say, with empty pockets, yes. Now I will show you some of the kids playing around. In any other context, that will be just a few kids playing. Just remember that these kids came out from the bombed cities near Kiev. providing the COVID tests. The playground donated especially for them. And that's a visit from the Christians. Thank you for watching. This is all. Another way, Sheila, the first lady, if we keep has this, there's some cards if you want to pray for us. Well, if you want to look to the beautiful kids we have, we can.
Alex,
Yes.
are you still giving food donations? Is that still ongoing?
Yes, we just did it before we came. I wasn't able because I'm a very busy guy, but our son went 3 times there, and our friends went there. So yes, we want to do that as much as we can, because the need for the food there is just like water for a desert. It's just desert. It's just they need it. Yeah. So, any other questions?
Where does the food come from?
So, in the beginning we bought it in Oradea and we sent trucks from Oradea all over. Then they said that they can provide some of the food in Ukraine. After, first it was a little bit of a shock, and then they still have some food in the areas where it's not war going. So we went with the money, also because the food is at a better price in their own country, and also help the economy there a little. And what food they do not have, we provided from a city close to the border called Suceava. So we are not anymore driving so much kilometers with the food. So it's both Ukraine and Romania, according with the moment where we send the food. Yeah.
Is there any government help at all from the Romanian government?
You mean if the Romanian government helps Ukrainians in Ukraine, or if Ukrainians which are in Romania?
Either.
Either. Okay, I'm not the, government is good in talking. It's the same everywhere. So for example, in Romania they promised a lot of help to anyone who helps them. But then either the regulations for that are very difficult to get, either even if you register and say, yeah, we take care of the refugees, the way they do the stuff and the time when they do the stuff, nobody knows. So we cannot rely on that. Yeah, what they help is that all the government institutions are kind of open and help. If you want to make a document for them, they are there. They can register for free medical care. So yeah, there is some help from our government, but not as much as we will like to see. Christians, the evangelical Christians, were the ones involved the most. From the first time when a refugee put his foot in Romania, our brothers and sisters there, and we are a poor country, Romania is not they were there doing exactly like Christians should do, helping us. Of course, media doesn't say anything about us. No. One official went there, took a picture, and then all the news showed him, saying something. But the Christians were there, and they did amazing things for Christ. Yeah.
So you still need donations to this?
Yeah, we are doing that through Steve Cernek's charity called the Hope Builders, and yeah, we want to help as much as possible. We still have refugees in our camp, so yeah, we want to help both groups. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Pleasure. See you in the morning. There is a very good guy speaking at the devotion.